I'm just allergic to cutting it. So guess what? I solve people's problems that they want solved, and they're willing to pay more than they would be for somebody to cut their grass, and I solve their problems for them, and when I solve their problems, they pay me a lot of money. And sometimes that's to the tune of thousands of dollars an hour. Sometimes it's to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. And that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to you, because if you're listening to me, the reason it doesn't make any sense to you is because you've never obsessed over a big enough pool of people's big enough problem who are willing to pay enough money to solve it. A problem that big. Okay, can I give you all an example?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say I know how to create videos that cause people to watch them. And let's say that you take the average, not average, but you just take it, an average personal injury attorney, and let's say the average case that they get makes them $60,000. Okay? The average case they win makes them $60,000. So if I can create content for them that helps them attract a client, one client a month, that would be worth at least $6,000 a month. If I can do that for 10 clients, that's $60,000 a month. If I can do that for 100 clients, that's $600,000 a month. But see, some of you know how to make videos. But you make videos nobody cares about. Instead of going and finding somebody who cares about having a video made that a result could be produced that would pay for it, and then selling them that solution. You could make videos that like you don't even have to be a lawyer. You can make videos that generate leads for personal injury lawyers, and then you could sell the leads to those lawyers. And you could charge them $10 a lead, $20 a lead. Who could do that? Well, anybody could, but most people won't. Maybe you serve a cosmetic dentist or a cosmetic surgeon. See, here's what I figured out a long time ago. If you want to get rich quickly, I'm going to define quickly, in your lifetime. If you want to get rich quickly, solve a big problem for somebody who, when you solve that problem, they make a lot of money. See, yes, I could help a pizza shop sell more pizzas. But if I'm charging them $2,000 a month, they got to sell a whole bunch of pizzas in order to pay me. But if I help a cosmetic surgeon get 5 clients a month that pay them on average $8,000 a piece, that's 8,000 times 5 clients, that's $40,000. I can charge them $4,000 a month. If I get 10 clients like that, I'm making $40,000 a month. If I get 100 clients like that, I'm making $400,000 a month. That's how my brain thinks. My brain thinks in big multiples. Like I watch people do stuff in business. I'm like, why are you playing in the small arena? I don't know if you are familiar with a concept called an open system. Okay, so here's how it works. If you have a tree that's growing by a wall, there's a wall on the side of the tree, it will naturally grow away from the wall. If you take a fish that can grow to be this big and you put it in a tank that's this big, it's not going to grow any bigger than its environment will allow. Are y'all tracking? Yeah. And so what happens for most people is they get a skill that's worth millions of dollars and they play in an arena that's worth $30,000 a year. We just have to think differently. Instead of thinking of the people we want to sell stuff to, think from the people we want to sell stuff to. Put yourself in their shoes. That becomes a weapon of mass production, because now I'm not just solving a problem that I want to solve, I'm solving a problem that a big pool of people are willing to pay a big sum of money to have solved. Like this whole wealth creation thing is not hard. When I hire an attorney, my attorney charges like, different attorneys charge different amounts, but like when I hired my estate planning attorney, she's like, okay, it's $13,000 to create your estate plan. And if you want to keep me on retainer, it's X amount of dollars. My business attorney charges X amount. Like if I go to litigate, if I get into litigation with somebody, my prosecuting attorney, because usually when I'm in litigation with somebody, they're getting sued by me for doing something they shouldn't have done. I'm not getting sued by them because hopefully by the grace of God, I'm going to keep on doing the stuff I'm supposed to do. Right? But I have to pay them X amount of dollars. So, like, it doesn't matter. Like, the lifestyle that you deserve is on the other side of you creating solutions for other people who desire to be served. Okay, so content creation is first. Why? Because if you create content like you write a book, and it's a good book, you write a good book. What determines whether the book is good? You're solving a problem the market wants solved. You write a book that people want to read, not a book that you want to write. You don't create the course you want to create. You create the course that the marketplace wants to pay for and consume and get results. And then they brag about the results they get to everybody they know. Your solution has to be good. The content that you create, even the content that I create on YouTube, my objective, I will never post a YouTube video or YouTube live that I could not have sold. Now, shorts are just shorts, right? But I'm talking about a long form video. I will never post a long form video and teach anything on long form video on YouTube that I could not have sold for a profit and had people be happy with it. But see, you're scared to do that. Why are you scared? You're scared because, well, if I teach them the stuff that I know that I would have sold, then what am I going to sell them? Your problem, you think your problem is that you're giving away stuff you could have sold, but your real problem is you just don't have enough access, you don't have enough understanding of enough profound information and transformation for your ideal avatar that you can give some of it away and still have plenty to sell. So content creation, that's first, because content is created. But then the next one is audience attraction. So you attract an audience. How do you attract an audience? By declaring and demonstrating that you have the best solution for their problem. Like, why are y'all watching me right now? Why are there however many people are, probably a few hundred people watching right now, maybe 1,000, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Why are people watching right now? Why are y'all here right now? You're here because I have attracted you by demonstrating and proving to you that I can help you by actually helping you. Like, I love it. Now, you probably wouldn't love this as much, maybe, but if you could learn to love this, it'll change your life. I love it when people come to me and say, yeah, I watched your YouTube video and it made me $36,000. Great. That's the point. I watched your YouTube video and it made me $60,000. Perfect. That's the point. I was talking to a guy yesterday on the phone. He lives in Australia. His name's Richmond. He's a good friend of mine. And we were at dinner in Idaho. I think it was Idaho. Yeah, Idaho in October. And I did this little illustration with him and showed him this concept. He's like, I don't know why I'm struggling with selling premium value offers. Well, I know why you're struggling. Here's why. And I did this little illustration with him. That night, he went and made an offer and closed his first $100,000 offer ever. The highest offer he'd ever closed before that was $25,000. And inside 2 weeks, he closed another one. And another lady named Phyllis, who was sitting across the table from him, but right beside me, she bought a $100,000 offer from me. She bought a $100,000 offer from me, upgraded to a $350,000 offer. I texted her last night. I said, hey, just touching base with you to see if you're still on track for the $350,000 offer, because if you are, tomorrow's day number 30 and you had 30 days to upgrade. She said, oh yeah, I just made my first $100,000 offer. I need to stay plugged into you. You say, Myron, what do you say? I'm not saying I can help everybody make $100,000, but somebody who actually has the ability to produce a result for their clients, all I do is prove to them that I can help them by actually helping them. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of what Jim Rohn said about Jesus. Jim Rohn said Jesus had the shortest presentation ever, and it was so powerful. What was the short presentation that was so powerful? Follow me. 2 words. People dropped everything. They said, well, you know what? I'm done with this fishing business. Let's go. Where are we going? How could somebody have a presentation that short? And people drop everything. Leave their family just, okay, well, I'm going where he tells me to go. I'm following Jesus. Like, how could his presentation be so short and yet so powerful? Here's what Jim Rohn said. Because of all that he was that he didn't have to talk about. And then he said, too many people try to make up in words what they lack in substance. Word of advice, say less, do more. How many of y'all tracking? So audience attraction, you're going to attract your audience. Oh, this is like in business, this is, in my opinion, the ultimate weapon of mass production. You ready? Yeah, Myron. Brand building. I used to think when people talk about brand building, I'm like, that's so lame. Like literally, I thought, oh, this person's talking about branding because they don't know how to sell. I used to think this person's talking about branding because they don't know how to do marketing. I believe people, like when I learned how to sell, selling was my skill. So I heard people talk about marketing. I'm like, yeah, but marketing doesn't do you any good if you can't close a sale. So I thought people talked about marketing because they didn't know how to sell. Then I learned how to do marketing. I'm like, oh, marketing makes sales superfluous. What does that mean? Like marketing literally, if your marketing is great, it makes your sales effortless. Like, oh. Then I heard people talk about branding. Come on, bro. Branding, really? Branding? Come on, bro. And then I accidentally started building a brand. Like, heaven help us all the time. Building a brand, I've never done, I've never done anything in my life that has impacted my business more than building a brand. And I stumbled upon it. It wasn't like I set out because I'm a genius and said, I'm going to go build a brand today. I didn't do that. I wasn't smart enough to do that, y'all. I accidentally stumbled upon building a brand. And you know what happened? When I started, my business went like literally in less than a year, business went from $2 million a year to $6 million a year. And then another year went from $6 million to $18 million. Like what?